Well, great morning, everyone. So let me grab some cards, and I'm just going to use the vintage Rider-Waite. Give them a good ruffle shuffle, and we'll look and see what they have to say this morning. Quick read. Then I've got to run and pick up a couple of things, so. Okay, so let's see what the reading's about. The topic is the mindset. Being ruled by the mind or the mindset. Energy coming into it is what's being handed out concretely. Above it, we have the arguments, the struggle, the strife. And foundation is, what is this? Could be democracy, struggling with some of the things that are coming out now, the ideology or what's being pushed, what's going on now, what's being offered up. The challenge is something new, concrete. Above it, a new action. Foundation is, things done by the dark of night. Okay. Potential outcome, standing guard, feeling battle weary, outside influence, where things are moving to. Above it, what's being withheld, what's being held on to, foundation, and moving forward. So I'm thinking that maybe this has to do with them trying to restructure to get all these Republican seats that they're trying to do. I know there's a big thing today. I forget if is it Tennessee or I'm not sure. I just saw it real quick in passing. So I think that's what this has to do, because struggling with this new action and again this trying to contain votes, etc. Foundation, ruled by the emotions, the things done by the dark of night and wanting to get to a better place. This concrete mindset, what's being handed out, offered up, something new, feeling battle weary going forward. So to me, this sounds like this has to do with the voting, things that they're trying to restructure. So it's the burden when it comes to justice, and the ones they have in these positions of power were feeling pushed to the edge, contemplating things. Harsh truths coming down about actions in hand, what's being worked on, but being a bit out in the cold, mentally tied up and restricted when it comes to watching what's coming in. When it comes to the lovers, rapidly, and Trump, there is some sort of a pullback. Okay, we know he's got his mental decline, but this could also be sometime a bit of their mental pullback when it comes to what is being constructed, because they are facing losses. That what's being hidden is the manipulation, but following that we have the judgment about the manipulation. And this is the fullness of all the drama they've got going, trying to keep a lid on it when it comes to being held, votes being held. There is a tower moment when it comes to the view, world view, things that they're blocking, ongoing nightmare, a concrete message when it comes to a victory dealing with the pain, mental, physical pain, and looking deeper into this, a message of information when it comes to the harvest, charging forward with a club in hand when it comes to what's up in the air by the dark side and what they're trying to control, but the wheel is turning to bring more temperance with what's being birthed, what they're trying to get away with a message about the action, strengthening what's being sold, the merchant, and their lies, their spins of attempting to control the actions. But the truth is, light is coming when it comes to their abuse of power, new information being shared. There is a coming together when it comes to leadership, what's being juggled when it comes to the White House, figuring out the next move, the choices being made by the Republic-Uglies, and the past and Epstein, the long term, an end point, people walking away and overturning this new cup when it comes to MAGA, etc. So, things are in flux. They're doing what they can to railroad this thing, but it looks like there are some people that are not going to play with that. There's going to be a lot of pushback. And so we'll have to see how this plays out, how it goes. But that's what I'm getting today. It looks like it has to do with the voting rights and the things that they're doing to try to manipulate to get more Republican seats again. Okay? So are the Republicans going to be successful? We got the lies, the spin, what we're being fed, figuring out the next move, and arguments, struggling with arguments when it comes to it. The actions in hand, what's being handed out, and this attempting to control. Above it, when it comes to past, Epstein, this distancing with the choices being made and trying to strengthen the White House or leaning on them by the White House. I mean, this is again about still trying to maintain the cover-up of the Epstein stuff. Okay? Bottom line, what's being handed out, trying to distance from that through arguments and drama coming from the White House. Choices being made in life to attempt to control. And we have the Epstein files, choices made, the actions in hand, the lies, the manipulations, and the spin that they're continuing to try to do. So that's what I'm getting with that. It's not telling me, so maybe it's still kind of up in the air because it's not giving me an absolute yes. It's just saying that it's definitely the White House leaning and these Republic-Uglies that want to keep this all under wraps because so many of them are involved and in the files, and they're big donors, okay? They're big donors. So it's not just Trump, it's the uber wealthy that are all contained in there. And this is that ongoing attempts to suppress it all. So on that note, I will leave that here. We'll have to see how it plays out. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you online.